Hello, very warm welcome. Some positive news coming out of Paul Ricard. Yes, we all know it's an awful circuit, but this could be a positive move for the French test circuit. In my opinion, this is a test track. It's not fit for Formula One, in my opinion. Every time we've gone there in recent years, it's been an absolute snooze fest. We've got the paint, we've got loads of runoff, we've got a dangerous pit exit and a pit in. So here we go. Now I will have to translate this to English because it's in Portuguese. Paul Ricard makes changes to the track to improve racing. Now we all know Paul Ricard is not a very good circuit, so these could be positive changes for the race in 2021. Now France should always have a Grand Prix, in my opinion, but I don't think Paul Ricard is up to it, and we should be looking elsewhere for a French race. Used to be at Manicourt, lot of history from France. Alain Prost, four-time world champion, but I cannot stand this track. The ridiculous paint, it's absolutely woeful. So here we go, let's read this article. Paul Ricard's circuit has undergone an extensive resurfacing program and some changes to the layout which are expected to help the racing and entertainment. The changes cover 70% of the length of the 5.8 kilometers of the track and all 15 of its curves, except the fast right-hander Signe. Studio Droma, which took care of the recent track renovations in Zandvoort and Silverstone, has been called in to do the changes. So yeah, I think this is a positive move. Paul Ricard, it's never lived up to the hype. The racing's dreadful round there, and this can only be a positive aspect. We've had changes to Circuit de Barcelona, and now we've got changes to Paul Ricard. I wish it showed the actual track. We applied the same methodology that we applied at Silverstone. We work on virtually every corner of the circuit. The only one we didn't move was turn 10. Well, turn 10 is absolutely flat out, so no need to change that. In some for drainage, some for overtaking manoeuvres. If you remember Paul Ricard, loads of runoff, red, white, blue paint all around the edge of the track. You've got about 700 different routes around the track. It is a terrible circuit. When I did my circuits, Paul Ricard was definitely in my bottom two. The biggest change that was made was at turn 5, a slow one on the right. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that slow right. So interesting, what have they done? The biggest change was made at turn 5, a slow one on the right, from which the driver will accelerate towards one of the best opportunities to overtake. The curve has now been reworked for drainage purposes. Another limitation on how much the track could be changed came as a result of the request by F1 tyre supplier Pirelli. Not surprised. They've asked us to try and improve what they have, but in terms of asphalt, to keep something very similar, so we just did that. It's going to be interesting to see the actual changes. When I did the Circuit de Barcelona, I actually had pictures of turn 10, but there's no pictures on this article, which is not great. But yeah, this can only be a positive move for the circuit, because the circuit is not up to standard of Formula 1. It's very, like, the pit in, they've taken out a bump when you come into the pits. The pit exit's very dangerous. For me, it's just not a very good circuit. And it's kind of scandalous when the likes of Istanbul and Nürburgring and Hockenheim can't even get on the calendar. Yet we have tracks like Paul Ricard's Sochi, tracks like this, Vietnam, Saudi Arabia, which are probably going to be woeful, but they bring money. Comment down below your thoughts, would love to know. Finally, some changes at Paul Ricard. Every single time we've gone there since we've returned, it's been a snooze fest. So for me, this can only be positive. You go through turn 1, 2, 3, 4. That's where in the race in 2019 they all went off. Sergio Perez gained about 5 places and then he was wondering why he got a penalty. Then you've got the long straight, and this is where it gets confusing because you've got about 6 different layouts. You can turn left, you could go straight on, left, right, then through up the straight, through the big right-hander flat out, and then you come round to finish the lap. Yeah. Comment down below. I think this is a positive move, but will it improve the racing? We'll have to wait and see. But at least they're actually making steps to improve, because it definitely needs improving, does the Paul Ricard circuit. For me, it's a test track. One of my favourite moments at Paul Ricard was when Anton Hubert won his home race, like in Formula 2. That was my favourite moment around Paul Ricard. Let's hope these changes actually improve the racing and the entertainment. Adios.